Alrighty, how are we all? Hello, you guys. It looks like the main display is not working, so we're just going to have to show that one. And there we go. Alrighty. I was hoping to have this fixed up, so I don't know why the display is not showing completely unexplained. Let me see if it's showing a full fixed one, not recommended, no normal. Defaults control. I want them to go on one particular screen. Well, I'll have to have a look at it when I get back, so you're going to see whatever I do on the screen for today's stream. How you going? Welcome to the stream, mate. We're going to turn some horrible noise on now, because there is some horrible noise going on outside. Alright. Now, I need to turn off a few things. It's still showing black screen, isn't it? Get rid of that. Transition that over. There we go. Alright, you guys can now finally see the game. Sim, game, whatever. Sim. So we're heading up to Brisbane today, and I am back after weeks and weeks of study. Exams are coming up soon, so I don't know how many streams I'll be doing over the next couple of weeks. But exams are just around the corner for me. Thank God I will be finished with the universities, so looking forward to that. Alright, so payload today we'll set up is 19.4, which is still the same. We have the fuel at 8.7. And there we go, we'll just leave that there like that. Make sure that the air start and all that stuff, the air conditioner services are all set and the wheels are still on shocked. Okay. Alright, so we are sitting here at our turnaround location here in Sydney. I already did a flight from Brisbane this morning, so now it's time to get back and land in Brisbane. So we're going to quickly set up the aircraft and go from there. Alright, so basically let's go through our pre-flight check. So all our stuff is pretty much sorted for our go around, so we'll bring out our thing. So before start checklist, we know our battery and ground power and APU are, well, our APU is off at the moment, the ground power is on instead. Hydraulic pumps are on for the person to do his go around, look around and stuff. Wheel lights on for him to do that outside. And we have our 3 green lights and 3 green lights for our landing gear. IRS modes are selected and are on nav still, yes. And our light is checked for the first part of the day. I've already done that. And we'll test our oxygen again. Alright, so oxygen's checked, and now we're going to do and check our yaw dampener on. So swing the yaw dampener on and swing the fuel on like that. And then we'll go ahead and we will start on the APU. So APU will be on now, the on button without low fuel pressure. So we'll leave that there for now. And we will go on to the display switches, normal auto, fuel, pumps on board and all that sort of stuff and done. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do our flight plan today. So we have our flight plan here. So YSSY. We don't need to do our position because the IRSs are still on. Alright, so YBBN, like that, done. And we'll just do YSSY and YBBN 01 for our code route, as it is already been saved. Our flight number today is QFA 536. close enough. And we'll be leaving on runway 34 left from the runway we landed in on when we came into the airport. Alright, so we're going to double check that really quickly as well. So what we'll do is we'll go here and we'll set up the H.O.T.A.S for Sydney, and we'll find out exactly where we are going. So we'll go here and we'll do our thing, and we have 2.7 of reserves fuel today with a cost index of 5 today, and we will be using our planned fuel of 5.9. I have all this written down. You can find most of this from SimBrief if you set it up through SimBrief. Our altitude today will be 370. We don't know the wind today, but I do know the ISO deviation, and we'll go ahead and have a look for the wind now. So we'll wait for the H.O.T.A.S to pop up here. Here it is. Didn't take long at all. And we are still sitting on 290 at 12 and 14, is it? 114, yes. Alright, so we do have a few clouds at 3,700 feet. We are 9 degrees at -1 dew point. We have a 250 at 15 and gust at 20 knots at 2200. So we should be out by then, hopefully. And we have moderate to severe temperature, moderate to severe turbulence below 5,000 feet at the moment at 8:30. It is well and truly past 8:30, so we'll have to be wary of that. Alright, so we'll go here and we'll go 290. 290 at 12 for the wind today. Done. There we go. And we have our temperature of 9 degrees there. So we can put that in there. You can also just click that. Alright, we're going to keep the D rate, the aircraft as is, 97.7. And then we'll move on to our takeoff page here. And we're going to be leaving at 5 flaps today, and that is our CG. So we've got our runway, so it's 13.028. 13.028. And we're going to go 290 again. And our runway heading is 335. And we'll go ahead up to the Navigraph tablets. We need to go check the airports, the airport briefing. No, we don't want the airport briefing. We want airport information. Oh, we don't want 2 lots of airport information. We only want 1. Alright, so our elevation is 20 right there. That's cool. So we have an elevation of 20, and we also have another elevation of 16. So 16 minus 20 is -4. Uh, 16 minus 20 is -4 divided by 13.028 times 100 gives us a D013. So that's a downslope of 3 degrees right there. So we've done that. Alright, so then we move on to our flight, and we'll turn them on. Done. And we're departing on runway 134 left, and I believe we're going on to Cadum there. So you're going to see the new Navigraph page that I have here. This is the old route here, so we don't want that route there. We are going to go from here. Let's get rid of this. Alright, so we're going to clear route there. We go flights. New flight from SimBrief. YSSY to Brisbane. There it is. And then we're going to go here. So type route. And we'll go Oh, did it give us the right one? Oh, dude, it did too. I didn't even have to put it in there. It did it all itself. Alright, click that off like that. That's awesome. Alright, and it's even set us up for a Sydney approach, 1-9er approach, and then becoming a North Blanker. So if we need to, we can hold here at Blacker, and then move over to our runway 19. So that's it there. So that's our navigraph there. We can go here, and we know which runway we're going to be taking off from. 34 left, yes. And then we're going to be looking at most likely this one here. No, we're not going to be looking at that one. We're going to be looking at nope. Definitely not one of those ones. Not that one either. What we can do is double check what our leg is. So MATLA. So we'll just go there. Alright, so trying to find out which one would be the better one to depart from. So we've got runway 34 left. So it looks like we're going to be leaving on the this one here, but we'll just leave on that one. Alright, so we're going on that one there. Do I want any transit? Yeah, we'll go on trans. Alright, so we'll take that and go over to route and go to legs. I think that's taken me right out to Williamstown. Not Williamstown. Wollongong. Wollongong. Oh yeah, I know. Okay, so we don't want to be travelling over the city, so that's more than enough. So we can do that. That's alright. But what I might do is we will come up here, grab this one here, and just bring it up over that. That way it, we don't have that cut out there. So 600 or can we just like do that and cut it out altogether? Yeah, okay, we'll do that. That's so much better than going all the way down there. Alright, so we're done pretty much there. Alright, so that's our flight plan and pretty much done there today. So we'll go ahead and we're going to reset the barrow. Head the barrow up to oh, that's too far. 1020 done. The hectopascals are in the right position, which is good. I'll go ahead and turn our yep, those on the flight. Those there. We're gonna go ahead and turn that up to 9,000. And last but not least, 152 for the speed for takeoff. Alright, go and turn on those so we have good. And we'll start the leg. Make sure I start up my Q virtual leg. Good. Alright, Q virtual leg is started, and we'll grab that closed and lock that. Alright, and we'll go ahead and start the autopilot. Autopilot for APU. We'll go ahead and start the APU, and we are pretty much just chilling and waiting from here. We can go ahead and disconnect our ASU to give the noise a little bit of a break, and we'll just wait for now. While that's happening there, we'll just go down the list, make sure that we have all these lovely stuff sorted. Turn those on to let the ladies and gentlemen know that we are ready to get going soon. And we'll turn the pitot heat on and go ahead and turn them off and turn that on. Turn that off. And auto skid on. Done. Alright, so we're pretty much ready to get going. I'm going to quickly change maybe a couple of dials here just to make it look a little bit more authentic. That should be on standby. Done. So we're actually going to quickly do a test on that really quickly. Leave that there. Double check this better pushback. The better pushback looks good.
Grab the cockpit, show you we got your plan there, give me a call through the menu when you're ready to go.
Alright. Let old mate know that we need to get going.
Yeah, grab the cockpit, Toast driving up right now.
Close that off there. Leave that there like that. We'll go ahead and turn on the fuel. Go ahead and turn on the lights. Turn them off. Come on, turn off. No. Thank you.
Alright, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
There we go. We're good to get going.
Alright, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Alright, so now they're going to connect us up and start pushing this back. And we will be good to get going back to Brisbane. I'm not 100% sure how long it's going to take us to get back, but we'll see. And then that will be it. I've done 2 flights this morning. It's been a while since I've done a bit of a flying for my old Q Virtual, but I need to get back in eventually. So I thought I'd stream the second flight, so here we are, streaming, and on we go. So we got our brake pressure, I believe, in the green there. Yep, cool. Alright, so he should be starting us up in a minute. We've already done a flight, so we'll just leave that on both. And release the parking brake.
Alright, starting the pushback, and you may pull them.
Turn that on engine, so you can see. start it up real quick, and we'll wait for the that to turn off, and then we'll turn on the next one now. So the N2 on that one's gone up to about 60%, and that is on, and then we get engine 1, wait for that to spool up to about 25. There we go. Bring the trim back up to 250. I probably should have done that earlier. That's alright. I realised it now. Uh, 23.5.
Go ahead and set parking brake.
Operation complete. Done.
Disconnecting toes, stand by.
Alright, so that's that, and then we'll go ahead and turn on the power of the aircraft, turn on that, turn on the hydraulics, turn on the packs, turn off the APU. That is all done. Go ahead and turn off the APU and turn on the auto throttle. Done. Thank you, see you later. Alright, now that he's disappeared, we'll go ahead and turn on the T.A.S. So T.A.S is now on standby, or on ready to go. Alright, so Elmo's going to be giving us a thumbs up on the right of the aircraft over there, and then we can get going. Once he has pretty much turned out and off he goes, go ahead and turn on our lights. We're not going to worry about our runway lights at the moment because we don't really need them. And it's really bright this morning, nice and sunny. Alright, there's old mate, and he's about to give us the go. Thank you, see you later. Watching the N1 there, no more than 40. So just leave that around there, just so we can get going. You don't really need more than 40 to get going, so I just leave the N1 around there. You can leave it on 30 if you really wanted to. Alright, so we're pretty much lined up straight away for runway 1, runway 25, I believe, and runway 17. Runway 7, not 17. So we're just going to take this taxiway straight down the left here, and then cross this runway. So confirm cleared to cross runway 25 and 07, confirm cleared and clear left, and the first officer would have cleared right, clear right, and we are very, very clear for a Sydney morning here in the Sydney International. There's no traffic. Normally I have traffic turned on, but I'm doing a test to see how this game goes at the moment without the traffic, because of the updates and all that sort of stuff. So I have noticed that Sydney has been has gotten a little overhaul in the last patch, that all this stuff never used to be there. So all that stuff next to the tower didn't used to be there. This is still clipping through the taxiway. That's a little bit of annoying thing right there. That thing where all the cars go under the tunnel. They actually go under the runway, which is pretty cool. And that's alright. Alright, so we're going to be dashing off up here to our right on taxiway. What is that? I can't remember what the taxiway is. Bravo 10. but we're not going to do Bravo 10. We're just going to keep going, and we'll take on Juliet. Lima, not Juliet. We'll go on Lima, and then we'll taxi down over the runway. So I'm going to slow up here. So go over to Lima, and then we'll taxi across the runway 34 left, and then taxi down Alpha. I believe it's on the other side there. Sydney Tower, Qantas flight QF536, holding runway 34 left at taxiway Lima. We're ready to cross. And they will come back and tell us that it's clear to cross, and then we'll say Sydney Tower, City Ground, Qantas flight 536, crossing runway 34 left, taxiing to runway 34 left via taxiway Alpha. And we'll turn left here over at taxiway Alpha. I will now say clear left, clear right, he would say, and we will head across this runway. And now that we are ready for the takeoff, we'll start getting our flaps sorted for our takeoff. So 5 flaps, and because it is under 10 degrees, we have our anti-ice on there. We might probably just put down anti-ice wing on as well, because it's under 10, just to be a more of a protection more than a de-ice for this flight. On taxiway Alpha now, heading down to the end of 34 left up here. Flaps are at 5 green light, gear is down green light, and skid is on RTO. Lights are still all off. We can go ahead and turn our runway, turn on lights now, and that's everything that we need. Okay, we can go ahead and turn our wing light on to let the flight attendants know that we need to get them to take off. Now that they have done that, we can turn that off.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Probably going a bit quick at the moment down this taxiway. Sydney Tower, Qantas flight 536, holding at runway 34 left on taxiway Alpha, clear, ready for takeoff to the north departure to YBBN, Brisbane International. They'll come back and let us take off, blah blah blah, and then we will say Sydney Tower, Qantas flight 356, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left to the north, departure approved. Alright, so now they have said that, so we can go ahead and turn that on, turn that off, turn these on, and turn them on to continuous like that. APU is off, done. Weather radar can now go on, and terrain radar can also now go on, and the TCAS can also now go on. And we're pretty much ready to go. Alright, so just quickly go through all our systems. So I already did a systems check before I took off last time, so I'll just do a real quick one. And we'll go ahead and black that out. Systems. Now we're good to get going, so we can just get up to 40% and 1. And now we hold the saddle line. Let's do it.
Positive.
Positive, gear up. Alright, so we'll go ahead and turn VNav and LNav on. Flaps up to 1. And flaps all the way up. LNav is now on. Now I'm going to control the plane for a bit. Oh, we just got a bit of a lag spike just then. Frame drop. Oh, there goes some more frame drops. That'd just be the Sydney area. Over speed just a tad there, so I'll just pitch up just a bit just to get back on speed. Oh, the spoilers just for a tad, just to get that speed down. Alright, what's my frame? 17. Oh my god. They were like 25 when I was landing. So I don't know what's going on there. Alright, so now we've taken off, so landing gear up, landing lights off, the extended ones, put them on auto, and on ND. There we go. Now start turning just a slight tad. Set our speed, our altitude up to 370. Not on an intercept heading. Even though it says above 10, it's still 5, so don't worry about what it says there. Why are we speeding? Alright, so we can go ahead and set standard now. No. And we pull up the lights and we're good to get going. Yeah, it's cool. Got something right out there. Alright, we'll go ahead and turn on the autopilot so it now can take over the rest of the flight. Probably a bit of a shaky takeoff, but yeah. All in all, good. How much fuel do we have? We've got 800 there. So when that's down to 400 or no fuel at all, we just turn it off and we'll just go on our normal fuel tanks there. Alright, so we're going to go over here to the fixed area. I'm going to go YBBN. Now we need 14, 12, and 8. It should start picking itself up a little bit with the stream. Like the frames are just really laggy at the moment. It's really yuck. I normally have really good, like about 22 plus. Might have to do a reset. Alright, so as you can see, it's down to nothing now, so I'll just turn them off. It was on 7 before. All of a sudden it just went down. Alright, so now we're there. What we'll do is I'll set the... So you want that on the 07 as well. Done. So that's pretty much our heading for now. I'm kind of glad that now the aircraft follows the blue line. It's really good. The LNAV line is actually following properly instead of having it deviate off to the side, lefts and rights a little bit. So so what we'll do now is put the next VOR on until I see 20 Brisbane there. I'll just leave this VOR on for Sydney. We should actually have them swap over, so when this one finishes, this one should start. So we'll go ahead and reset the barrow. And I'll turn on that there. Now it's pretty much just monitoring the aircraft as it ascends to the flight altitude of 370, and then we can pretty much land. So anti-ice got turned off, which is good, so that was automatic. So we don't really need that anymore. Anything else that I need to worry about? Nothing that I had seen. Alright, well we'll just continue on and see how we go. I'm just going to be a little bit AFK for now, guys. I just got to go and do some stuff, and I'll talk to you at top of the descent, top of cruise, or top of descent, one of the two. We'll see. Catches. Alright guys, I'm back. Alright, so we're above 300,000, so we're gonna change the bank angle to 10 degrees and yeah, just keep monitoring. Alright, so we're above 300,000, so we're gonna change the bank angle to 10 degrees and yeah, just monitor how we're going. Sorry about that, I had a bit of feedback going through it. Bit tired. I've been studying way too much. I don't know what's going on with the cockpit there. It's just jerking around. That's real bad.
1,000 to go.
It's not moving that far at all. Well, it's not meant to be jerking around like that at all. It's really annoying. I don't know why it's doing that, guys. Sorry about that. That's moving alright. If you use the mouse, it's like a bit jerky, so. Yeah, when I use the mouse, it's just really weird. Alright. Alrighty, so we're going to find out how far away we are to top of cruise. So top of cruise is 0. So we're still far distance away from the thing. So I'm going to go quickly have something to eat, or find something to eat and get a drink. So I'll be back a little bit later. But we'll be ready for landing soon. See you soon. Welcome back to myself. How you going, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so we're halfway to Brisbane, I believe. We're very, very close to our top of descent, 100 nautical miles away. So what we'll do is we'll go get our A-cars sorted for YBBN, just so we can double check where we are in the descent procedure. Alright, so we're there. So we're going to be landing on runway 19 left today. I'm not going to worry about doing an auto land because we landed pretty hard in Sydney for some reason on the auto land. So we're going to do a 19 left RNAV. The reason I'm doing that is because the right, unfortunately, is not listed in our approaches. I don't think there is rights there yet. 19 left, left. Yeah, there's the other runway does not exist as of yet. So we'll be getting there in the near future. Just bear with me, and we'll sort out a few bits and pieces. Just plug that in there. So, all right, so we go grab our H.O.T.A.S real quick. So we got 2019 on the 5th, on the 29th today is the 30th, so that's actually last night. So it's 9 o'clock last, that's actually 9 o'clock right now, last night time over in there. So it will be 9, that would have been taken at 8:30 our time here in Australia. So at YBBN, the time in Zul is 29:21. So that is the time that this was taken. So you can see the ZIBO clock up there. So this was taken about 9 minutes ago. 3204 is the wind. So 3204 is the wind. So we will be landing on runway 19 left. And we also have 9999, which is max visibility. Few clouds at 4,000 feet. Temperature is 12. Dew point is 4, so we don't have to worry about that. And our QNH day is 017. I believe that should stay the same for that. At 2130, which is right now, we will have moderate turbulence below 5,000 feet. So we're going to have to watch out for that. So as you can see, 2130 and moderate turbulence below 5,000 feet. Alright, there we go. So we're just going to keep on that. Alright, so the descent forecast. I was thinking of getting, depending on cash this week, I might get Active Sky next. However, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. But it's just, we'll wait and see. So 31, so we've got 12 here. So that's going to be 29. So that's a 29.107. 107. I don't think that's gonna. Oh, it popped up. Alrighty. So there we go. There. And we'll execute that. Done. Feet per minute. We'll do 300, if at all possible. Alright. There we go. Alright, so now we need to... LNAV has just been disconnected for some reason. Why? FMC resets. Okay. The whole of the flight was reset, correct? Completely. Of course it was. How convenient. Just like that, the whole flight was conveniently reset for no reason. All I did. Alright, whatever. Something goes wrong every single bloody stream. Alright. Alright, so the reference airport was Sydney. YBBN. YSSY. YBBN. 01. Co-route. Flight number is QFA536. Done. Activate. Enter. Legs. Find out which one we were at. Shall we? Alright, so Vigo. Bring that up there. Done. No intercept heading, that's alright. So we'll turn the heading to that particular heading. Can I now lock onto that? Thank you. VNav. Ah, cool. I'll give you no intercept heading in a minute. Alrighty. I don't know what happened when we hit our top of descent there. Something weird ass happened right there. So 1017. No. Clear. No. 1017. Thank you. Alright, good. Alright, legs. Why are you being an asshole to me? Alright, so we're going to be landing on runway 19. Alright, runway 19 is it. Landing on that. And we are most likely coming in on the 3A, 3P. We'll just go P3 park. Transing by sync. Okay. So that's locked in there. Alright, so that's those done there. Why are you not alright, so we need to get this aircraft turning. Oh, I don't know how long it was going to take until we got there, so let's just do 65. Like that. Perf page. Reserve was 2.7, wasn't it? Index today was 5. 370. Don't know what the winds are. The ISO deviation was 6. Hopefully this sets it up. Don't need to worry about the wind limit. Cool. 370. Cool. Alrighty, so that will allow us to go VNav now again. Alright.
1,000 to go.
And we can go LNAV as well. So we're back on to LNAV and VNav. Let's go check the descent path. descent path is all good to get going. Okay, cool. Perfect. Doesn't say that when we're going to get to Brisbane in ways of that, so 5, 6. So 5, 6. Now we got 6.8. So if I go back here and just go that, we'll just go 64, just to give us an average speed for landing. Otherwise, we're going to have problems. So there we go. Okay, cool. Top of descent, I don't think it's showing at the moment. Oh no, it does. Cool, 37. That's awesome. Alright, so we reverted back to our thing. I don't know. How you going, mate? Sorry, I didn't see your message just then. I don't know what's going on with this, the mouse. It's jolting around all over the place. Really weird. I might have to start using the little moving bits and pieces. I need to get my second screen set up so I can actually see people talking to me. I do miss that. It's just a matter of getting another card eventually. Alright, so we're going to go set up our top descent now. Alright, so... Alright, so we're going to be landing on that one. No, we're not going to be doing ILS, I don't think. We're going to be using the Z approach. No, Z approach. We'll wait until that loads up. Alright, so we need 196. That's 196 there. 1530 for the descent. So once we hit the 1530 mark, then we will be good for the 3% glide slope. And because we are doing an LNAV the MDAH, it's 450, so we'll set our barrow to 450 there, so I'll just 430. Alright, so yeah, we've got 430 there. I don't know why it keeps moving, like the screen's moving perfectly fine for me, but for some reason the stream is picking it up as really jerky. It's really weird. It's never done that before, so I'll have to fix that. It's working perfectly fine every other way, so. So below sink at 2,500 at max 185 knots. Our climb, missed approach altitude climb will be 3,000 feet at a track of 196 and directed by ATC, or as directed by ATC. So we have our LNAV MDAH, which is 340. Our elevation is 13, so we can have the descent. We're at 37,000 feet, and we'll be heading down shortly. 119 left. We're pretty much good to keep going. So no need for an APU for this landing. Now we'll get keep going from there. I do not know why that is jerking around like that at all. I really do not know. Close that. Close that. Close that. Close that. I wonder if that's going to stop this from doing shit. I wonder it's really weird. I don't know why it's doing it. It's not meant to be jerking around like that. It's just meant to be me and the mouse. Nice and smooth. It's smooth on my end anyways. It's real bad. Let's just have a look at the screen display. I wonder if it's got anything to do with that. Like I had it a setup. See this thing here down the bottom? I had it set up so that would come up. I'm gonna get rid of that, and we're gonna test a few things while we're watching. Alright, so game capture. Alright, so the game's there. It should be working. That's the problem. Let's create a game capture. Capture full screen application. But that's what's confusing me. Like, really bad. And it's just not working. So I'll have to play around with that whenever. So what we'll do is I'll just leave studio mode and turn on the screen capture there, just so you can see it. And then I'll close that one up. I don't know. Really weird for me. Really, really, really weird. I'll figure it out. I'll have to do it off screen. Alright, so circle to land. Alright, so we have all our MDAHs. So the one that we'll be using is the straight in landing. We're not going to be using any of the circle to land because we're not circling or anything like that. So our minimum altitude will be for our 430. We can, however, add an extra 40 on that just for the sheer sake of so 40 will be 70. Go back, it's too quick. We'll just do it this way, old-fashioned way, for the sheer sake of worrying about any discrepancies in the missed approach if we need to gain anything. Alright, so we're below 3,000 feet, so I'm going to turn on the bank angle to 25. We're coming up to 300,000. We're done there. Let's go down here and check the A cars. We're going to do one more send out to Brisbane. YBBN. A cars. Send away. 0 feet. Flight level 120. And that will be where we need to be before we head in. So if we have a look a bit further, I think that will be just after that is where, yeah, so we're going to come in along here. So we're going to come up and then in there and then up and then down. So all good. We're well on our way into Brisbane. So we're going to do a RNAV. So I'm going to take over the controls once we get close. Reasons being is because something's wrong with the coding on the auto land at the moment. I could auto land this and just cut it out before we get there. So just seeing the Q and H, which is the same, so don't want to worry about that. So we have finally gotten Sydney, Brisbane on the VOR, so I'm going to, and we're pretty much good. We don't need any ILS setup or anything like that, but we can, however, have the ILS set for runway 19 if need be, just so we've got some visual aid there to help us line up. So we've got that all sorted. We've also got the VOR here sorted here, so we can just use the VOR to land if need be. So we've got that, and there's nothing on approach, so we don't need to worry about it. Alright, so we need to change our heading to 0. Oh, I need more food, I'm starving. Cross all that out on my book, don't need my book anymore. Just having a look underneath me joystick. It is disgustingly, I need to clean it. It's sliding around my desk for some reason, I don't know why. It was really grippy when I first got it, but I guess it's just dirty. Too much dust getting in on it and shit. Like, I think I've had it for almost a year, this joystick. Can't wait to get a yoke set up and start getting some other bits and pieces for the sim. Oh, yuck. Yucky stuff. Done. There we go. Alright, so jog is required, so that was probably my fault, speeding up, because I was mucking around with my joystick too much. Nice Australian outback with all the hills and stuff in X-Plane there. I really do like X-Plane's scenery. The scenery of X-Plane has just changed how I play all over. Every time I go past the Gold Coast, I can never actually find the airport. I know it's down there. There it is. I never actually find it most times. It's really quite hard to find it. When I took off from Brisbane, it was pitch black, so I couldn't really. And I think I was further out that way, out near the mountains, out that side, when I took off. This one I'm more coming into the coast, ready for a lineup. I haven't done a manual landing in a while, so let's see how we go. Get rid of that. Yeah, I don't know. It's just taking forever. Flights like this, man, you wanna get down and you wanna have something to eat. You just wanna relax and just chill. I got a few assignments that are a bit more on my assignment that I got to do today, at some stage of the day anyway. So as soon as I'm done, it's gonna have some breakfast. I've got some bread here and butter and stuff that I didn't put into the fridge last night, so it's gonna be melted, but whatevers. I get paid tomorrow, so I'm super happy. Go get a haircut. I need a haircut. I need to get fuel. I think I need to pay a subscription on something that I need to pay up coming up soon. It's either this week or next week, so I'll put some money aside for that. So that's tomorrow. I'll probably go and get a big ass feed tonight, like at 1 AM. Curta Hungry Jacks, I'm so hungry. Alright, let's just quickly go over what we need. I haven't actually turned that off. That's silly. I probably actually had it turned off, but I didn't turn it on. I turned it on the wrong way. Alright, so make sure that's on 1 for Brisbane or wherever. Anything over 10,000 feet or 11,000 feet, I turn it on 1. You don't really need 2. It's a bit overkill. The temperature is still -0. -0? You mean 0? So we will probably be landing at... I did say it was 12, didn't I? So we'll probably have the anti-ice on right up until 12. We'll see. We might be able to drop the anti-ice right at the landing side of things. So once we get into the landing side of things, we should be able to do that. Now our aircraft should be down here. There's our aircraft just there. It's slowly popping up into the area that we need to go. So that's good. Back to sunny old Brisbane. Really nice and cool here today in Brisbane. Despite not having active sky next, the weather is actually quite accurate for X-Plane, the default weather. So we could probably get away with not buying active sky next. I do need to get a bit of food this week. I mean, I'm like parched. I've been living on bugger all food for quite some time. I need to get some other appliances as well, like shaving cream and all that sort of stuff too. So, man, I'm running out. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Don't actually have the clock on again. I totally forgot it again. So yeah, that is the time here in Australia, 9:14. You can't see that. There it is, 9:15 now. So that's the 9:15 clock, and that's the Zulu time, 10 hours behind us. So we should be popping up on the map here. There we are. Not just off a bit, and we'll be coming in and around up here to establish our landing at around the 2,480 feet at Bravo Bravo November November India, or we'll be going to Bravo Bravo November November Foxtrot at a height of 1530 feet, but we don't have that, so we're just going to be at 1500. And then once we're correct and established on the localizer, then we'll ascend down into landing, and we'll try and land manually, and we'll see how we go. I have faith in my ability to land. It's still sitting at the 19 there. It's really annoying. I could probably pump it up by getting rid of some of the objects in the world, but we're already missing quite a few objects. I watch other people's game flights, and they got shitloads of objects in the world. I've only got so many. I don't know why that keeps doing that. I really need to fix it up. I have a feeling it's got something to do because the full screen isn't up there. So sorry about the jerking around. I will fix it for the next stream. I promise. Our aircraft should be on the map now. There it is. Cruising along. Alright, so we're at our next top of descent at flight level 120. So we'll be moving down to our flight level of 9,000. So wherever we get over here, we'll be at 9,000. And it looks like we're going to be heading out to closer into the airport, over the island just there. Alright, so we're going to turn those on a continuous. Done. We're not going to worry about the audio. Alright, we'll set standard. There's daydreaming there. check the temperature. It's only 8 degrees, so we'll leave the anti-ice on for a bit longer. Acknowledge that. So we should be going over the top of the probably not actually. Oh, we might be. We might be going over the top of it. So over this little aerial over the island, and then straight up here. So need to bring that in there. It's not quite. It's more to the left. Down there. I wonder if we can find old mate's little aerial. No. Alright, so we'll tell these guys to prepare for landing. Alright, so it's above 10 degrees. We'll turn those off. Flaps down 1. That's the wharf. So you have all the, well, it's not really scenery there, but if you do get Orbix, you'll see that there, the wharf, and you'll have boats coming in and out all over the place around here. So there's three boats there, and an oil boat by the looks of it, container ships, and an oil boat, or a cruise liner. Well, I have Brisbane 2020 scenery, so there's a second runway to the right and a second left runway, so we'll be landing on the left runway because this one's not, it doesn't exist. So because it doesn't exist, X-Plane doesn't know about it, and they haven't got, Navigraph doesn't have any charts for it either, so, however, the FMC picks it up, which is really weird. The FMC and the PMDGs know about it, however the FMC in the ZIBO doesn't. So it's really weird. But that's okay. It's not a big deal. And before people saying that they're totally different aircraft, no they're not. They're exactly the same, because you use the same data from Navigraph to download into the FMCs. So, unless there's a different, a totally different download from either, both. So, like the Navigraph download for the FMC data, unless they're totally different for both the ZIBO and PMDG. I don't know, but as far as I'm aware, they're both exactly the same. So I don't know. Probably different. I would say it'd have to be. Alright, so we'll go flaps 5 now. We'll arm the spoilers there. We've got our brakes set. All that's good to go. Let's go and check. Our reference is 147. I'm a bit tired. I've done almost 3 hours sitting down here. Done 2 flights, so gotta give it to me. 3 hours so far. The right runway is there, the left runway is over here. I was thinking about doing a third leg, but definitely won't be doing it on stream. The stream's already long enough. And I want to go check out a few bits and pieces before I stuff around with another stream, so. Alrighty, so we're going to change that to 196 now. Alright, and then we'll go V-lock. And we'll change it over to VOR navigation. And now we'll go approach. On that.
2500.
Alright, so as you can see, the VOR is starting to line up with us now, so we'll start turning with it. Just as we get there. And perfect, we're on par with the runway. Awesome. Alright, lights down. And flaps 30. Alrighty, I'm going to take over now.
It's 1,000 feet, stabilized, missed approach altitude set. Approaching minimums. 500.
Alright, so that's the minimums.
Minimums. 400.
200.
Auto throttle's now off.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
See if we can get out this taxiway. Maybe not.
80 knots.
Maybe. There we go. Perfect. We got there. Not bad, wasn't it? Now I do have a stupid thing, this thing over here, but it only works for one flight. It never works for the second flight, ever. Ever have I tried. I've always tried 2 flights, it never works. So that's a useless add-on. Basically what it's meant to do is meant to be assistance for assistance sets bank angle. You're meant to do landing assistance and calls out calls, but whatever's. Get rid of that. Click and save. Never seems to work a second time. Basically what you need, it says after flaps up and speed brakes it down. Easy. You know. I'm going to go into this one to our left here. Alright, so we go lights off. Turn them on. So we have auto docking. We have an auto docking thing here, so I need to be on par with it. Alright, so lights are all off, we're all good, all set. So you'll see the little arrows starting to pop up there. It knows what aircraft we're on. So 7378, B7378, and we just keep going. And then it will say stop, stop. There we go. There we go. So we're pretty much good. Which is really, really good. Alright, so yeah. Apart from that, it's all good. I'm gonna close up that. Engines down, turn off that. Alright. now everything's pretty much set up ready for another flight. Thank you very much, guys. So yeah, I'll get back and hope that stream will work in the future. So yeah, thank you very, very much, and catch you in the future. See ya.